Hey everybody, want to do a ride along with you today to talk a little bit more about this new Ram 1500 650 horsepower Fox factory mod truck and give you some thoughts on this thing. This is a really exciting time to be into performance trucks. Look what we've seen the last few years, and we're seeing this thing ratchet up to performance again, which is really exciting. But I want to give you a few thoughts on this thing about some alternative options that may even save you more money and you could get a similar performing truck. Let's get into this. All right guys, it's a nasty rainy day today, and I thought about expanding upon my thoughts of this new DC 650 Ram 1500 build truck from Fox and Ram and Whipple collaboration. This is an awesome time right now for truck owners, performance enthusiasts to be alive. The downside is everything is so freaking expensive that 99% of the people can't afford it. And I've been thinking about this like the last day since this is released, of thinking about what if there's a way where you could go and make a truck like this DC 650 and get it under warranty and have same performance and do it for $10,000 to $20,000 less, and you get to choose more colors, say like a Canyon Lake. Here's what I mean. This direct connection 650 Whipple kit with the Fox truck, awesome. I think this is a great combination if someone's wanting a turnkey solution. But what if I told you you could go build a 2026 Ram 1500 with a 5.7 Hemi, and you could custom select your trim? You don't care to have a Laramie? You want a bighorn? Or what if you wanted a quad cab with a 6'4" bed, not a crew cab with a 5'7", or you don't want it lowered, or you want Ram boxes? You could go order a Hemi 1500. Now, at the time of doing this video, the only thing available at the moment with the Hemi is a bighorn. But the Laramies are coming, Rebels are coming, other trim levels are coming very shortly. But now imagine you could pick any combination you want of a Ram 1500 with a 5.7 Hemi, and then pay a dealer, let's say as an example, like Mark Dodge. You guys see I do a lot of stuff with Mark Dodge, have them on the channel quite a bit. You could have Mark Dodge install the DC Supercharged kit under warranty. That's the key. If you have the dealership install this under warranty, if they do this under warranty, you get the warranty, you get the horsepower, and now you can custom select your powertrain. Let's just say you want 392 gears because you want ultimate performance, towing, whatever. You don't care about fuel economy. Or you're like, you know what? I want a better highway cruiser of this 650 horsepower supercharged Whipple 5.7. You get it with the 355 gears. Or maybe you don't want an anti-slip rear axle, you want the locking rear differential, or Ram boxes. Imagine this, and as an example, I just wanted to see for my own self, what could I potentially go build one of these for? I could go build a Laramie Level 2, I think it's Night or Sport Edition, with the 22-inch wheels, sport hood, blacked out package exterior with the Hemi, with 392 gears, for anywhere between $70,000 and $75,000 MSRP. Now, we know dealers like Mark Dodge, they're gonna do, you could easily get $8,000 to $10,000 under MSRP for that truck. So now that brings it down, let's say, to $60,000 or $65,000. Okay, rebates and some of that stuff is subjective, but generally speaking, these guys are pretty consistent on that. Now you add in the direct connection supercharger package, which the pricing has not been established yet of what this installed kit is going to cost. But here's what I will tell you. If we go and look up the FP 700 kit that you can install on a 2025 Ford F-150 Lobo with the 5.0 Coyote, it's about $12,700 installed. Get you around 700 horsepower. This is also using a Whipple Supercharger kit. Ram's gonna get this stuff settled up real quickly because now that they've got the release of the Fox, there's no reason to hold back the kit, get this information. Let's just assume it's the exact same cost to install this kit as it is on the F-150. There's some assumptions, just hang with me. So you got about $13,000, we'll call it. plus you're at, say, 60 to 65,000 on a discounted, customized, whatever color, imagine a Canyon Lake on 22 Sport Appearance Package, 65 grand, plus 13 installed Whipple kit, you're at 88,000 bucks, and you got to customize it. That's $7,000, almost 10% less than the Fox Edition. The Fox Edition is sweet. It's going to be unique, but it also, there's not a lot of options. Like, there might be customization you want. Maybe you don't want some of the aftermarket stuff that comes on that. Maybe you don't want it lower down. Maybe you just want the power, but you don't want the lower down suspension. But what if I told you, forget the Ram altogether? There's an even better option out there, but it's for you Ram guys, you're not gonna like this, but you can go get a 2025 Ford F-150 Lobo, which is a lower down truck from the factory. It's an STX though, so it's not as nice of an interior. Arguably, even in a Lariat, it's not as nice as a Laramie interior in a Ram. With a 5.0 Coyote for $60,000, and it's four-wheel drive. Then you get the FP 700 Supercharger kit installed from a Ford dealership for $13,000. Now that's $60,000 MSRP. That doesn't include any discounts or what you can negotiate with your local dealer. So let's just say you only get 5 grand off. So that's 55 grand. Plus 13 grand, you're at $78,000. And you got a 700 horsepower supercharged F-150 Coyote. That's two awesome options where you can get really good performance out of a truck, and both of them are under warranty. But there's more, and I'm not even talking about Raptor R or TRX coming, because that's a whole nother level, which is incredible. You can also get an RHO or a high output Hurricane, and there are companies out there now doing piggyback tuners where you can also increase the power and go that option if you want as well. That's a whole different option. I think this is a really exciting time, guys, for truck enthusiasts to be wanting a performance truck. And I can't help but think, if this Fox factory 650 horsepower Whipple supercharged V8 Ram is $95,000, can you imagine how expensive the new TRX is going to be? And the fact that they settled at 650 horsepower, which honestly I'm really surprised it's even that high. The fact that the stock 5.7 is 400 horse, I think, or 395 horse, and they got over 50% extra horsepower out of this thing. I've always been told the 5.7 Hemi with the stock rotating assembly is really only good for about 4 to 5 pounds of boost. There might be some other mods that Fox has not released or Ram has not released that they've strengthened the internals of the engine. If they did this, then it's a whole different animal. If this is a stock block 5.7 liter Hemi truck with a Whipple supercharger, you know, I really wonder how stressed that 5.7 is with a Whipple charger at that point. But I keep thinking 650 horsepower. Okay, if it's 650 horse, why did they settle in on that number? And is Ram got some game that the new TRX is going to be 750 or 850? I have a hard time believing at this point they're going to just settle in at 720 horsepower. Maybe, but I think also people should wrap their mind around the fact that it's 95,000 bucks. I bet you the TRX is still going to be about where I thought, 115 grand or so, depending on the horsepower levels and discounts and things of that nature. It's kind of giving us a glimpse into where the market's at. And I'm convinced Ram specifically went with the 5.7 liter. Think about it, guys. Why did Ram and Fox do the 5.7? Everybody wanted the 392. Everybody, including myself. If it was a 392, not even supercharged, you know that this truck would have been at least $10,000 less expensive. It's a really simple answer. Ram wanted to provide an off-the-shelf option for Fox to go to market. Because if they throw a 6.4 liter or 392 souped up 6.4 into a Ram 1500, you got to go through EPA testing. You've got to go through all the crash standard testing. It adds millions of dollars in complexity and testing. Whereas if you can take an off-the-shelf Ram 1500 with the 5.7, that's the easy button. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, man, if they only did a 6.4, totally get it, and I 100% agree. I think Ram did this strategically to give people a little bit of appetite on a supercharged V8 or a performance V8 option better than a 5.7 to see how big is this market. This is a marketing study for these guys. They want to see how excited are people about performance V8s before they go throw 50 million bucks in development into squeezing a 6.4 into a street-oriented Ram 1500. And I believe that's why they're doing it, because look what we saw with AEV and other companies in the past that were working with Ram or Stellantis in bringing out a 392 Gladiator in an aftermarket company. And here we go, a year later, 2 years later, they're bringing out a 392 Gladiator, which I think is a sweet truck. That is awesome, absolutely awesome. That makes me almost want a Gladiator. Mid-size truck is kind of tough for me, but man, that is gonna be a fun truck to drive. It's gonna have awesome capability off-road. It's gonna be a riot. And so I think they're utilizing Fox to see what's this market like. Are people really interested in this? And if they are, I think it's gonna be a lot easier for them to justify, let's bring out this 392. I'll be curious your guys' thoughts. What do you think about this Fox Racing Supercharged 5.7 650 truck? Would you rather still get a Hurricane and throw a piggyback tuner on it? Would you rather just get a used TRX? Would you rather go wait for a new TRX? Would you rather wait till the direct connection opportunity is out there to build your own 5.7 truck? I'm just curious. Personally, I like options and I think it's fun. I think it's better for everybody. The more options there are, the better pricing we all get, and it just brings the whole market up. I think it's a really fun time, even though for me, the DC 650 5.7 supercharged truck, whether I built it myself or did it through Fox, I'm not their type of customer. I want an off-road truck from the factory that's got different capabilities, but for the guys that want a street truck, that's really sweet. So leave your comments down below. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.